Welcome back to Strong's Little Farmhouse. Today we're going to work on our gray water drainage problem. As you can see, the gray water drain ends right here, 3 feet from the house, which leaves all this standing water, and this summer that's going to be nothing but mosquitoes and problems for us. So we're going to dig a line down the hill and run a pipe underground to a drain field and solve this problem once and for all. So 2 weeks ago, when digging this trench, we hit our main water to the house and we had to fix it, which you've just seen. Yesterday, we had our sink dumping water under our house, and we discovered that we have this pipe coming out of our house as well that was hidden under the ground. We had to dig it out. But this mess is our project for today. In a future video, we're going to be replacing all of the water pipe and the drain lines, but first things first. We spent yesterday digging out a very long and crooked trench. This black gumbo clay is a nightmare to dig. When it's wet, it might as well be tar. It is so sticky and dense, and when it's dry, it is as hard as concrete. But we did our best. We lost the exciting and breathtaking video of Mark masterfully joining these 2 gray water lines into one drainage pipe, and I apologize for depriving you of the thrilling step-by-step process. But here it is, the final result. Well, another day in the trenches, literally. Trench. Okay, so we're pretty happy with what we got done yesterday, and we're so excited because first thing this morning, there's a little bit of cloud cover, so we're going to be able to get hopefully quite a lot of work done today. So, all right, off we go. There's been such a mosquito problem this year in Texas. This is our weapon of choice before you do anything. Gotta douse yourself. Okay, ready to go.
You seeing the size of my pipe? I had to make a French drain because they didn't have one this size at the hardware store. They had one that was size 4 inches, but we don't need one that big. And all I did was drill a hole all the way through on both sides. And the idea of the French drain is this is going to be our last piece in the series of pipes. So the water's going to get channeled all the way down. And this last piece, the majority of the water we want to go all the way to the end of the pipe. But if the water should start to back up, because it's trying to filter through the gravel, then the water will come out of these holes all the way up and filter it out. And that will be our filtration system for our gray water.
Very nicely done.
Thanks.
I think he gets an A+.
Like you were saying, if you just cut like up to here, that'll be quick.
So we need to do a little bit more cutting down this side because the angle of the pipe doesn't quite make it. The pickaxe is an amazing tool. It's like the piece of equipment that everyone needs. It's my favorite. Mark can have his shovel in his hoe. I like the pickaxe. muggy. Time for a break. A little bit of water, take about 15 minutes. We'll get right back out here. Okay, I lied, it's not gonna be 15 minutes. Half hour break, and we'll come back out, get back to work. I'm very popular with the butterflies. All right, trench is pretty much done. So now I'm gonna lay sand in the bottom and out this filtration field we got right down here. We'll have no trouble with the grass growing over the top of it because the grass here grows like crazy. Gorilla cart to the rescue again. Wow, it's hot. I can't feel anything. Woo!
Good job.
70-pound bag of sand. I still got it. All right, show us how to use that dump truck, baby. Ooh, whoop.
Wasn't as easy to control as I thought.
All right, the sun is blaring down. We have zero shade to work in, so we have got to get this done fast. Mark's gonna clean off that yucky pipe. Excellent. Does it fit?
I hope so. We're gonna make it fit.
All right. So this is not a two-part plastic pipe glue. This is a single blend. We're not too worried if there's little bit of leakage here because this is just gray water, and if anything it'll just filter out in the yard, but we're just trying to get the big. There you go, that looks good.
Excellent.
Yay. Gonna let that set. We're gonna build the rest of the pipe down there and then set it in the trench.
In the trench.
Good job, Mark. You rock.
Thank you.
Okay, so that section of pipe is glued. This section of pipe, we're going to get all the long pieces of pipe glued together, and then the whole thing will just roll in instead of trying to work down in the ditch. So Mark's shoving those pieces together. This is a pretty simple process when you've got a female and a male end that go together. So there's a little bit of glue and they slide right in. This 1.5 inch pipe comes in 20-foot sections, so we had to have them cut it in half, which means we got a couple of sections where we have to put male and male together. So we need a coupling.
The last two pipes don't have a female end to just slide on the pipe, so we just gotta make it work. Okay, so here are two connections. This one we're reusing from a previous stuff they had up there, and this one we had to kind of jerry rig from pieces and parts we had lying around. So that's why this looks odd.
Like a Frankenstein coupling.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein? Is it Froderick Frankenstein?
I sure hope people know the movie reference to that. If not, you should watch it. Young Frankenstein, classic.
And this is where we're adding in the French drain, right?
Yep. Here's the French drain pipe with the holes. Last one.
So, the good thing about having this type of connection where Mark's got the, what are those called? The bands.
I should know the name of them, but I don't. There's some kind of clamp.
Cinch bands or clamps or whatever. Anyway, you can just tighten them and untighten them with the socket tool, which means he was able to loosen that and rotate the drain pipe so those French drain holes were in the right place. So that looks good. So we've got it, what, 70 feet from the house, right?
70 feet exactly.
Instead of 2.
Which is tremendously better.
Tremendously better.
Plus this is all going to get covered with gravel and dirt, and mosquitoes won't be able to get to the water. That's going to be underground.
That's going to make Carrie very happy.
Me too. We got enough bugs in this neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right, your next job, should you decide to accept it, and you will, is to go inside and turn on some faucets, and we'll see how it drains.
Okay.
Okay, so Carrie has turned on the kitchen sink, and we'll see what comes out. Hopefully, water. It's got quite a little ways to go. Okay. They're still waiting. Still waiting. No, oh, there it is. Boy, that took a long time. Okay, checking the connections for leaks. Nothing there. Not that if it leaks it matters, because this is just a drain pipe. Nothing there. And all the way up it is dry. That's all we require of our pipes, is to be dry, except for where we want them to dump out.
Okay, we've pulled as much dirt in as we have available to fill the trench. So now we're going to go over the top of all that and the rest of this ditch with gravel. We just got started. So it is pretty hot out here. And there it is, a job well done. If you would have told me that I would be digging ditches, laying pipe, hauling sand and rock, and loving it, I would have called you crazy. Yet there is something so satisfying in assessing a problem, formulating a plan, and executing the work yourself. It's as if there's a hole in the human spirit that comes from everything being done for you or paying somebody else to do it. When you create a machine to do the work of a man, you take something away from the man. And isn't that what homesteading is all about? Getting back to a traditional, self-sufficient, and fulfilling lifestyle? God bless. And thanks for watching Strong's Little Farmhouse.